can't conceal it, but deep down I felt for you. Oh, I regret for losing the one who loved me, for who I can't go back to. Walking through all the dust and reason frame, a past we simply let be. But I don't close the door, waiting a chance for when we'll be back again. You make me feel so crazy, still in love with you. You make me feel amazing when I'm next to you. You make me feel so crazy, my heart breaks for you. Can't help but know that I'm still in love with you. You make me feel so. When there's no hope loving for you who saw me before I knew who I'd be. What I have around me means nothing to me if I can't share it with you. Walking through all the dust and reason frame, a past we simply let fade. But I don't close the door, waiting a chance for when we'll be back again. You make me feel so crazy, still in love with you.
Hey, Red Lipstick Club. How you guys doing? Welcome to the live. I gotta check the my comments, see what you guys are up to. Hi, TKC, Share Bear. Welcome, y'all. Welcome to the live. I had to do a live for this, you guys. We got to talk about it. I'm so glad you made it. Am I saying it Valadia? Tell me if I'm saying it right. If that's it, I love that. Cheryl, hi. Welcome. Hey, y'all. I can't wait to talk to you guys about this and hear your opinions. Oh my God. It's a moment. We got to talk about it. Hello, Cosmo. Tina, hey. That's my shoe. Hi. Thank you. I wore my like tortoiseshell blue ones today and they're really cute. They have like little pearl details on them. They give you a headache though. I will say that. They definitely give you a headache. But I mean, what we suffer for fashion, right? I'll suffer through the headache because it definitely gives me a headache when I wear them. Diane, hi. Hey y'all. I gotta plop you guys up here so I can let everyone see you. Give you my quick shout outs. I was slow moving on this. Anna, come on, girl. Get it together. There we go. Give some good shout outs. All right, y'all. Love it. Okay, y'all. So I'm not drinking today. I am drinking the Alani. This is the peach flavor. I will open it up. Let me know what you are drinking on or sipping on for this live. Because baby, I need a drink for this. I need a drink. Bronze Empress, hello. It's so funny. They give me a headache because of the pearl thing. It kind of like digs in your head. And but I love them. They're so cute. But yeah, they always give me a headache when I wear them. You guys know I made this podcast, not podcast. I made this live because I was like, we need to talk about this Mykelti situation. And when I first started doing reviews, if you guys have been here from the beginning, and she never was my favorite, but I just didn't like really talking about her. I was like, hey, she's one of the kids. She's survived this. She's trying to make a living off this. I totally get it. I even liked it when, I think like her doing the Patreon and stuff and reviewing the show and everything is a-okay. She should be making all of her coins off that. But what we're seeing now, when I signed up to watch Sister Wives, I did not sign up for the Mykelti show. And when I'm tuning in every Sunday and the entire show is basically about Tony and Mykelti, and when it's not about Tony and Mykelti, it's Tony and Mykelti putting themselves into the conversations with everyone else's storylines to still make it about them. When we've gotten multiple situations of that, just 2 episodes ago, when it was supposed to be Christine's 50th birthday party. Not only did we, Mykelti, I guess, helped to throw the party. Okay, fine. But then she decided to do her announcement as well. And it just, all these episodes are starting to slowly turn into the Mykelti show. And I don't care. I want to know what's happening with the Sister Wives. It's called Sister Wives. It's not called Mykelti and Tony. And I really don't want to know about Tony. He gives me the creeps. I don't know what it is about him. It's off. I'm not interested. I feel like he sought Mykelti out, and maybe saw her as maybe having some self-esteem issues and was like, oh, I want to be center of attention and famous or whatever. I'm going to try to connect with Mykelti, because in these small spaces, y'all, you can't tell me that he didn't know that she was on a reality show. At least with Aspen's husband, Mitch, and isn't it Caleb? At least with them, they basically kind of people knew them. They grew up right in the community. It just feels different. Just something about Tony feels very opportunistic for me. And the two of them together is a bad combo. It's a bad combo. So tell me all in the comments, what are you guys thinking? Am I losing it or what? Oh, she's a middle child desperately seeking the attention she never got. It really feels that way. And it's something I pointed out in a couple of the videos I had where, people that come from really large families like that, I think it's why they tell people, sure, you can have as many kids as technically you can take care of, right? But at some point, one individual is going to get stretched too thin to where they really can't divide their time adequately amongst all their children. And that doesn't mean you're a bad person. It just means that you're human and you only have so many hours in the day. And looking at Mykelti being starved for attention makes complete sense. But now it's getting to the point where she's overshadowing storylines that I'm actually interested in. And I'm not interested in what she has to say about them. And I'm definitely not interested in what Tony has to say about them. I don't care. Okay, Vlad says, me too. Yeah, okay, so it's not just me. Lavina says, I'm not wild about Tony. I definitely am not. Yeah, I'm not trying to talk about people, but it's not giving fresh to me at all. Hey, Malibu and crew, that sounds yummy. Share, man. That sounds good, Tracy. That's why he gets along so well with Robin, because he's so opportunistic. And that could be why. And I think too, when we all look back on that episode where Mykelti decides to tell everyone that she's getting engaged to Tony, right? And he's asking for her hand in marriage. And even that was opportunistic because it was kind of impeding on but Maddie's engagement, right? And not letting Maddie have her moment. And so it was another pool to get attention. And honestly, I feel to get her dad's attention, to be honest with you. Because you guys remember, Maddie was really Cody's favorite during this time period. And so was Caleb. He was obsessed with them. And I feel Mykelti felt some kind of way, thought she could slide in with the engagement. And to me, it backfired. And people did not have the response she wanted. And the only person that did, because they are taking advantage of Mykelti and her low self-esteem, was Robin. So people weren't that gung-ho for Tony back then. And now Cody is, because nobody likes Cody. the guys that he liked, like Mitch and Caleb, they don't fool with Cody now. So all he has is Tony. He doesn't have an option. Hey, Jessica. Does Tony work? I mean, I don't believe so. I don't believe so. Not that I know of. If anybody knows different, let me know. But yeah, I don't believe so. H2O with lemon. Yeah, but that's good for you. You should definitely grab a cocktail, Tina. Seemed like even in retrospect, in the interview part, he made Christine uncomfortable. He did, and he made me uncomfortable. And I remember watching him, and there were kind of moments too where it was like, just be quiet. You know, like there were times where I just wanted him to be quiet, and he just couldn't be quiet. He always had an opinion and something to say, and he always was like, just wanted to go against whatever everyone else was saying. And if you guys saw, they did, I think they did a carne asada video with Christine for like cooking with just Christine, and his approach to tacos, and it's always interesting to me. It's like, obviously, when it's authentic, you guys, it's going to taste better than something that's been remixed and gentrified. You know, like tacos. You know, obviously the natural pure stuff is going to taste the best. But to me, he likes to down talk people when it comes to like Mexican culture, as if you would have no idea whatsoever, or you've had no connection to it. If it's not done the way that he's doing it, then it's not authentic. And for me, I have a lot of Mexican friends that are born and raised in Mexico, and they don't do things the way he does it. So it depends on sometimes too where you're from in Mexico. Your tacos can be completely different. So that even that he rubbed me the wrong way in that too. That was just odd to me. And I would say my biggest one with Mykelti is just recently, y'all, in this last episode, right? And this is maybe controversial because I've seen people have differences of opinions, and I'm kind of interested as to what you guys feel about this. But you guys all know that in this last episode, Mykelti did this gender reveal party, which is great. Got the family together. I'm really thinking about some of the siblings like Maddie and Gabe, even Gwen, who really have not had much communication or relationships with Cody, right? So to ask them to be on this call where they had to be like face to face, also having to have Christine on there, Janelle and Savannah on there. Like Janelle is not fooling around with Cody, right? A lot of bad energy here. And to ask all of them to get on this call to celebrate you and to have this gender reveal was asking a lot. And almost all of them showed up, right, to this. I'm pretty sure that Mykelti probably extended that invite to everybody, but you know, Meri. And then she goes into the talking heads, and she's doing the talking heads, and she says, well, everybody should get along. Everybody should just work it out. We all need each other. You need all the moms. Everybody should just figure it out, make it work. So you're asking people who have been genuinely hurt by Cody and Robin, you're asking them to just say, I'm just going to forgive you. But you did not invite Meri. You didn't invite Meri. You've not made that same effort with Meri, which is interesting to me. And you continue to go on national television and almost make a mockery of her. And we have yet to see a talking head where Meri is addressing what's going on here. I don't think anything involving Mykelti and Meri should be put on Sister Wives unless Meri is on there in the same breath speaking to what she's talking about. Because after all, with all due respect, the show's called Sister Wives. It's not Mykelti's show. It's actually Meri's show before it's Mykelti's show. She's a wife. She's a sister wife. And matter of fact, she's the first wife. So even if you don't really like Meri, at the end of the day, this is not Mykelti's show. And why she's allowed to produce it this way, where she gets to basically say, I'm not having a relationship with Meri, but everybody else should have a relationship with Robin and Cody. What's the difference between the emotional abuse that Cody and Robin have put on your siblings? What's different from that and the emotional abuse you said Meri has done to you? Because you flat out said it wasn't physical. You said it's been emotional abuse. Apparently to the point where she cannot be around your children, which I don't know how y'all feel. I don't know what that is. That energy is off to me. So maybe I should do a little a poll or something for that. But I'm kind of curious how you guys think. Like, do you think that Meri should have, or that Mykelti, if she's going to tell everybody they need to get along, that she should have also invited Meri to that? I'm curious what you guys think about that. Because it was off to me. Let's see if we can do a poll. Let's do a poll. Yes. You can hear my nails typing. I gotta see what y'all think. Let's start it. Let's start the poll. I gotta see what y'all think about this. You sent a treat, just scrapping. Oh, you must have cash apped me. Thank you. That's so sweet of you. Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you, just scrapping. Thank you. Also, y'all, let me give her. Actually, we need a video. I mean, we can't have like a super chat without a super video. I feel like, come on now. Period. Thank you, just scrapping. Yeah, I got to give you the video. Without the video, it's like, come on, we need a video. Yeah, you guys. So yeah, let's take a look at this poll because, and I know like, I'm not saying that she can't have her feelings, right? I'm not saying she can't have her feelings, but I find it very hypocritical that you were telling everybody else to just forget what they're thinking, and you get to still have this feeling about her. I'm just very interested in that. Well, because I have never watched a Family Chantal, but maybe I should check it out because I have seen a few previews and look kind of good actually. Cheryl says she's building a bridge, then invite Meri and let's find out what the. That's what I'm trying to say. What's the beef? Or at least go talk to Meri or something. Since you want to be on the show so bad, since you think you're a character in this show, you should have a segment where you're talking with Meri. Where's that at? I just think that this is very interesting to me. Yeah, it's bothered me, you guys. Like, if you want go back, like I did a video about Meri and Mykelti like weeks ago. Like I did it a long time ago because I was like, even then, I was like, something's very off about this. And then on that same call, why was Aurora, Brianna, Dayton, and little Ariella and Solomon not in the call? Didn't Robin say that her kids didn't know her own siblings and she's been begging for these video chats? So why weren't her kids on there? And why would her, and let's just say the older kids had issues. Let's just say that. Throwing it out there. What does that have to do with the little kids? Because the little kids have had no issues with their siblings. So I'm very confused as to why the little kids weren't on there to celebrate this with the family. So every time Robin tells us that she feels left out, excluded, so on and so forth, do y'all really think that Mykelti left those kids out? I don't think so. Because let Mykelti tell you, she's the only one that they all talk to. So why wouldn't they show up for Mykelti? Since they love you so much. All right, let's end this poll, y'all. Let's see what you think. 82%, y'all. 82%. Almost 79%. You guys said that Meri Should have been invited, 20% say no. And I think that's a fair breakdown, because I think some people are just like, she shouldn't have to, and that's fine. She doesn't have to. But at the same time, then don't tell everybody else that they need to work things out with Robin and Cody. That if she would have said, hey, people are going to work out their stuff in their own time. I'm working. I don't have the need to work on my stuff with Meri. I'm not even inviting her to this thing, so I'm not going to push anybody else to do that, because her pain is not worse than anybody else's. She doesn't get to put her pain on a pedestal above everyone else. What's Maya say? We'll highlight you, Maya. So doesn't have to invite Meri, but she can't in the same breath preach about the family needing to reconcile. Exactly. I completely agree with you. But I will say this. I don't even think she should have even, the producers, I don't think they should have even given her a platform to even do that. Because to me, why are we continuing to show Meri being left out of stuff? Because Meri clearly is trying to live her life, right? Making friends. She seems very happy in Utah. There were quite a few really nice positive segments featuring Meri. That's what Meri wants to show. And have you guys noticed, you don't see Meri constantly finding a way to dismiss Janelle and Christine's marriages or relationships with Cody, when technically, if we want to get real, we could dismiss both their relationships for years now. We could basically say, Meri could go in there and say, everyone talks about my marriage, but let's be honest, Cody was done with all of us, really, once Robin came in the picture. They're really not relevant. I mean, he's doing this for TV and saying he wants to reconcile, but he's not going to get therapy for Janelle. He doesn't even go see Janelle's kid. He's not going to see Christine's kids. So as they're talking about Meri's relationship being so irrelevant and how Meri's so irrelevant, they haven't been very relevant either. So I don't understand why Christine and Janelle are constantly talking about the irrelevance of Meri. I don't understand. They keep throwing that in there, and I'm like, you're just as irrelevant almost. You're pretty close. He hasn't cared about none of y'all for years now. He only would pacify you a little bit to keep your money and to see his kids when he cared about them. I don't know. See what you guys got to say. Robin wants to keep the victim storyline going with the kids. That's a fact. That is a fact. What Robin says never matches what Robin does, and that's why everyone can. And it never matches. And when they do the tell-all, y'all, I want them to call this out. Robin, you complained about being left out, feeling left out. It was Mykelti's gender reveal party. The kid you swear up and down you love so much, you're trying to be here for, you're all about them, and you don't have your kids there for that. Explain that to me. Explain it to me. Oh, she definitely, I mean, I'm not trying to diagnose people, but it's very much giving that. It's very much giving that. Rama's not in control of the Zoom call or the situation, so her kids and young kids aren't there. And that's the thing too, is now I could see, y'all, if the call was set up by Christine, right? If you don't want them there, I get it. But the call was set up by Mykelti. Cody's golden child y'all love so much. Where were your kids? Where were they? I was discussing that Cody cannot separate his relationships with his children from his relationship with Robin. They should be separate. Your children should come first. I'm going to tell you right now, when that man said, Shell, thanks for bringing that up. When that man said, me and Robin are here, and you guys can't come between this. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, number one, every single kid here was here before her. Besides Robin's kids. Even Truly was in the womb, so she was here too. She was here before Robin was here. Before you married Robin, all these other kids were here. They had relationships with you. You brought this new person in. And I know for me, I've had some step parents before. My current stepdad, is completely different from the first one that I had. But the first one was constantly trying to drive wedges. And my mom got to the point where she was like, You are consistently trying to make me choose between me and my kids, and you're putting me in that situation, and you're doing it on purpose. You can't tell me that Robin is not doing this on purpose and putting Cody in a position to choose a side. Just as he says she's loyal, she's testing him too. She's testing him. And it's crazy. Sherelle, I still want to know how long was Janelle married to Meri's brother. I want to know, and I need more details about that because I'm going to tell you right now, Janelle is way too vague about that. She's very vague about that. And I think we need to get real about that, because if you met Cody while he was still Meri's boyfriend, right? She introduced you to him as a boyfriend because you were a friend of hers because you were married to her brother. Then for Cody to start flirting with you, which I'm sure you probably were flirting back, and then you had this spiritual calling that you were supposed to marry her boyfriend or her husband eventually. You have got to be kidding me. I don't know what girl code they're going by, but ain't no way. There's no way. And they keep glossing over that. And I'm like, if I was Meri, baby, I don't care what the religion would tell me. There's no way I wouldn't feel a certain type of way about Janelle. There's no way I wouldn't look at her and think she's been plotting on my marriage from day one. There's no way. Because she didn't even really give Meri a chance to establish her marriage with Cody. I think it would have made a real world of difference if Meri would have got a good 3 to 5 years of marriage with Cody before they added another wife. Because at least if she would have had some dedicated, focused time for them to get to know each other, make sure this was a good fit, be able to try a few more times for children, I feel like Meri wouldn't have felt like he was pulled away, and that has negatively impacted my marriage and my ability to have kids. Adding kids after that, I think if they would have had an established bond, it would have made a big difference. And I think even though Janelle was shiesty for even trying to get with her sister-in-law's husband, I think it would have been a lot easier for Meri to handle. He just went bing, bing, bing with the wives. You didn't have any time to spend focused on any of them. On any of them. This is another perfect example of Robin talking out of both sides of her mouth. I'm telling you, completely out of both sides of her mouth. I definitely want to still see the money just scrapping. Definitely. It's crazy. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. She invited these people to this party, to this thing, and they didn't even show up. It's just crazy to me. I will say this. I like that you pointed this out too, Tracy, because I noticed that too. And he was avoiding eye contact because he's a coward. He's a coward in this moment. You know how they tell you, like I said before, you guys, when people stop calling you, it's probably because they owe you an apology. And him looking down at his phone, avoiding eye contact, it's because he knows he owes a lot of people on that call an apology that he'll never give him. Yeah, it's just crazy to me. Yeah, so think about that. You're only married a year and this man's already bringing in your former sister-in-law. That's so crazy to me, y'all. Ooh, Scotland. Oh, Nicola, what time is it there? Scotland? That's so crazy how far the internet goes. You're in Scotland and you're talking to us here in the States. I love that. I love that so much. Robin has stole the other 3 wives' time, stole their man, stole their money. Baby Tina, come through, girl. Listen, what did she not steal? It's crazy. Based on the behavior from this family, polygamy is just cheating. Every line is, but I mean, as we've all, I think all of us have really said, like, he basically had an affair with Robin. Like, that's pretty much what we're seeing, that was a complete affair. It was a total affair. And that's why when I'm looking at Mykelti right now, just telling everybody to just get over it. I'm like, Mykelti, do you realize that he hasn't seen your sister Savannah like in a month? Like, did you realize that? While you're putting this man on some pedestal, I mean, he literally, there's been months and even longer that he has had no communication with many of your siblings on this call. he's the common denominator. I'm just saying. Ooh, come on, Wikipedia. Thanks, that's my shoe. 1988 to 1990. Bottom line is she got to have a longer marriage with him than she let Meri have with Cody. I don't even believe that divorce date. I bet you it was later. Legally, how they handle business, I bet you it was later. We should be able to check. I bet it was. I'm wondering, when was that divorce filing? Has somebody put that online? I feel like somebody would have put that online. No, honestly, I don't think Meri or Christine really ever wanted pearl marriage. I feel like Christine did, but I don't think Christine, number one, thought it would be this hard. Because remember this last episode, she was like oblivious to the stress that her mom was going through. And she was in the same home and she was completely oblivious to it. So I think she wanted it. I just don't think she knew how hard it would be. And also, I don't think she picked the right dude to do it with. Because I'm not saying that polygamy is perfect. We've seen way more situations where it's gone wrong than right. But there has to be something said about the fact that Brady has still been able to keep his family together after all these years. And there's a reason why TLC didn't want that show on there, because they actually were not drama free, because I actually thought their show was entertaining, but they weren't going to down the other person. Like they weren't talking behind each other's back all the time without going to that person. They had way better communication skills. And Brady was just an all around better dude. Took way better care of his wives and his kids and his family. You could tell that family truly was his first priority. Cody says that, but for Cody, it's just the image of family. It's not really the family itself. It's just not. Love that Cody says how together he and Robin are. Cut to her talking heads where she says, I don't know this man. He's hard to be around. I was tricked. Deal breakers. Yeah, it's very interesting. As far as he's concerned, she can do no wrong. Like, you guys, when this man was basically making up stuff, like when we watched, if you guys haven't watched it, we did a live about it last week about the interview he did. And in that interview where he basically says, I don't know what anyone's talking about. All the wives got the same thing. And everybody was like, he said everybody got the same thing when it came to their honeymoon. And we all know, because it's recorded fact on TV, that is not the case. So he's literally trying to gaslight even the audience, the fans that watch the show. Like, we haven't watched every episode. We've watched these episodes multiple times. We're doing rewatches just to validate what we were thinking. I don't believe that Janelle is a bit of that type of woman who is able to compartmentalize her feelings based on what's benefiting her as well. I remember she used to tell Christine that was fine. It's interesting to me too, like how she'll say like everything is fine, and I'm just like, but everything's not fine. That's like kind of scary. Everything's not fine. I know that Cody's mom married, or Janelle's mom married Cody's dad before they got married. So maybe do a little math on that. I wouldn't think it was that long in between each other. About the cherry slush. Yes, isn't it so good? It tastes just like a cherry slush. I love it so much. Can't stand Tony Mykelti another Robin. Yeah, I just don't. I guess I'm just trying to figure out, and maybe it's because at the end of the day, TLC does not have enough content. And I think it's pretty disrespectful to the fans. Like, will somebody tell me why we spent the last 3 episodes hearing Meri tell the same story about their anniversary over and over again, but just in different filming formats? Can somebody tell me why? Like, the first format was of her doing this. The second format was of her being filmed. The next format is of her doing a talking head about it. Like, I mean, I don't know how many times I need to hear the same story about how this man does not care about you, Meri, but I'm like, why are we doing this? Why? Yeah, so I'm sure some of you guys, I'm sure follow her Patreon. And I don't know, have you guys seen a difference with Mykelti as these episodes are going on, as she's really seeing more of the behind the scenes of what her dad's saying, what Robin's saying, so on and so forth. Have you seen a change in her and how she is, I guess, reacting to the show or her feelings about Cody and Robin? Have you seen any adjustment in that now that she's been watching it? Logan was conceived exactly 30 days after Cody and Janelle were married, and Kay and Janelle wanted to OG get married on Meri's. Yeah, now I heard about that, and that's so crazy to me. Why you would do that? Like, why would you do that? Why would that even be a thought in your brain to get married on your sister wife's birthday? That's so disrespectful. We've also been talking, you guys. This is where we need to do a poll for. Is let me see here. I'm gonna look at my thing. Let's start a poll for this. This is regarding Aurora. I want you guys to tell me, do you think Robin told Aurora what to say in her interview? Let me know about this, guys. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I have gotten a lot. If you guys have seen the comments for my last review, and because that section, that my WTF section for this past episode, one of them was Aurora talking about her mom being this peacekeeper and how her mom is trying to foster healthy communication between Cody. She says Cody and the other kids, what she says, right? And the other wives. She doesn't say moms or my other siblings. She says other kids and other wives, which to me sounds like something that you're repeating that was told to you by your mom, because your mom wouldn't refer to them as your siblings. She would refer to them as the other kids, and she wouldn't refer to them as your other moms. She'd refer to them as the other wives, because that's how she really feels. Tell me what you guys think. Yes or no? Because it sounded to me very scripted. It's the PR play is not working. It's not working, y'all. Oh, September 25th, 20. Oh yeah, that's their original divorce, I think, Michelle. The divorce they got when he married Robin. So why they just don't catch us up on the. Yeah, I mean, we're slowly catching up, but I don't need 3 episodes of Meri telling me that this man didn't want to talk to her on their anniversary. I don't. TLC is doing fillers. They should cut to past clips, show what actually happened versus what Cody and Robin are saying. Now, like that they've been doing them favors, but yeah, just show the actual scenes, right? Show the actual scenes. Oh yeah, and hit the like button, y'all, so I can hit them algorithms so we can have more of our friends come join us, because yeah, we're talking about it. So now she is double downing on how great listen. It's crazy. I don't remember Mykelti and Robin never being close on the show. So it's very fake, and I don't ever remember that either, y'all. They never talked about her. I don't remember them talking about her living with them. When did they talk about that? I don't even remember that. Robin doesn't care about Mykelti. She only loves her. And that's what I'm saying. That's how you can tell that Aurora was fed that information, because she literally says the other kids and the other wives. Those are your siblings. So why would you say other kids? And those are technically your other moms. So why would you say other wives? Tracy says she either coached her or planted the idea with dramatics. Yeah, it's a moment. Correspondence, Robin has used. Tina, there you go. Even the vocabulary used. I'm just like, and I think that's why you guys, she looked like such a robot, because she's literally trying to remember what she's supposed to say. She has to remember it. Thank you. I'm glad you're having a good time, Michelle. It's a good time in here, boy. You guys make it so much fun. Yes, Peekadoo. Yep, she says the correspondence, very scripted. You can tell by how slow she's talking to make sure she doesn't. It's like very like, let me not mess this up so I don't have to hear my mom later tell me how I messed this up. Because it is very much giving scripted, and it's not working on me, and I'm assuming it's not working on y'all. Also, side note, you guys, I did launch something. If you guys have not seen my community tab, definitely follow the community tab, you guys, because I am like consistently putting some updates in there, doing stuff like that. But we definitely had something. We hit 2,000 subscribers, number one. So thank you guys for everybody that's new, that's joined. Thank you guys so much for like helping me build my channel. I literally started doing the real like reviews a couple months ago, like 2 months ago. And you guys have just really helped me grow and build my channel. But I wanted to start something new. So we're going to do this now.
When there's no hope hiding, no chance concealing what deep down I felt for you. Oh, I regret for losing the one who loved me, for who I can't go back to. Walking through all the dust, memories and frame, a past we simply.
So you guys, I did launch memberships, and I wanted to wait till we got to 2K to do it, but I did launch memberships. And the first tier, obviously gives you like the access to like some fun emojis. I did do some fun emojis on there. And also for tier 2, a lot of people have wanted to do live reactions. It's like really hard to do just on YouTube. So when I can do memberships, I can actually do a couple live reactions. Number one, to like some past shows. And I'm also thinking about doing a live reaction to the tell-alls, and being able to do like a Google Meetup where we can like sync up together and watch. So that's for the second tier. You get to do all that. The third tier is only for people that are looking to go above and beyond, and also if they want to join me on one of my lives once a month to be a guest commentator with me. So there's some different options. I'll still be doing lives regardless. You do not have to join any membership to have a live. I will still do all my lives, still just sit here and chat with you guys, still go into the comments. But just for people that want some extra perks, I added that for you. So that's going to be fun. It's just something new for y'all. But I was kind of excited to launch that. So let's see what y'all got to say. Someone on another vlog said TLC may not have known how many episodes were going to be in the season. Looks like they needed enough content for 14 episodes and had to. Creative is an understatement, Shauna. Man, they got so creative. It's crazy. Kelty was visibly upset with the episode featuring her dad taking Aurora to get her ears pierced for not missing Isabel's surgery. Now, I did see her say that, and I did see her get pretty upset with that. And I think she was upset because I think she really is forgetting how much of her life he missed out on. And because he's playing favorites with her now, she's kind of forgot about it. But I think when she really thinks back on it, she's like, this dude really wasn't that great. He really wasn't that great. Dayton was laying on the couch during Truly's beautition. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Dayton. Poor Dayton in the RV. It's crazy. He's called his on the hill. Listen, it's just not the show. It's the same show for real. Cody isn't gonna make Robin kick out any of her kids. He wouldn't. And it's so funny because like Christine, I guess, has this rule where like you got to get up and get out of the house. Like you can't just be sitting around. And it feels like Janelle kind of does that same thing. And sometimes I feel like it's kind of good and bad, right? Like it gets you out in the world, making you be productive, but also sometimes they can help you to create debt for yourself, right? Like if you're able to stay home while going to school and saving yourself the cost of living out of the home, if you're still, being respectful to your parents, it can really make a big difference. That's why you see so many different cultures where like the kids stay home until they get married. And it makes a world of difference for their generational wealth. It just does. They get creative like Cody did with Chris. Okay. Interesting. Dayton probably put himself in an RV. I would have put myself in an RV too. Her and Tony said they put in all the effort. I mean, yeah, because remember you guys, when they came for Avalon's birthday, they had to go to them. It wasn't the other way around. And I'm like, we're past the point where Cody can use COVID as an excuse for why they're not making effort to go see the rest of the family. Like they could go to North Carolina. Why are you going to make Maddie pack up 3 kids and get on a flight when you and Robin could jump on a flight? And at the age that Aurora is now, Aurora can't handle Solomon and Ariella for a couple of days. What is she now? 21, 22? I just find that to be interesting. Peyton said Dayton went to Arizona to get away from his mom. His mom followed. I think it was where Robin put him so he wouldn't move out completely. Oh, yeah, y'all. It's crazy. It's just crazy to me. Yeah, I don't know. So that's something, I'm just going to keep a lookout. I'm wondering too, you guys, in these tell-alls, are they going to bring Mykelti and Tony on these tell-alls now? Because they basically have a storyline, like it's their show. I'm just very curious about that. Like, what is really going on? Should I close this? Ending this poll. Okay, yeah. 93% of you guys said scripted. It was definitely scripted. Oh, also, you guys, I'm still looking to add a couple more moderators for my live chats. So when this video closes, if you're looking to be a moderator, if you can put that in the actual comment section and just put some like lipsticks by it so I can it'll kind of stand out to me. I'm looking to add a couple more moderators. Yeah, so I'm gonna be on here for like another 5 minutes or so, y'all. But now that we're gonna be doing this show's kind of coming to end, at least this season, and I'm gonna be doing the tell-alls after that, and I'm gonna be doing the rewatches. I'm gonna make sure I put a poll out there. So if you guys can please answer the poll for me, I'm gonna put it in the community tab of some other shows that you may want me to review. I'm really hoping Seeking Sister Wives comes back because that show was so good. I'm really hoping it comes back soon. What did she say? What did Chica say? Do you think Janelle is actually unbothered by Cody and Robin's relationship? I don't know, you guys. Like, tell me what you guys think. It's interesting because she'll say all the time, like, I don't care. He's spending all his time raising Robin and his kids and being Robin's husband, and I just don't care. And is it just a defense mechanism, or does she really not care? I just can't see her not caring. If we spent that much time with somebody for that many years, I don't see how you just would not care. I just don't see that. Meri and Christine might have been brought up in polygamy, but it's another thing to live as a cult. Cody just got into it like a year or less before he. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely, I think, too, for Christine and Meri, like they had way more indoctrination. Like they grew up with it, whereas Janelle and Cody did not. I find it very convenient, though, that when Janelle wanted somebody else's husband, she all of a sudden was a serious believer in the faith. Well, the lipstick shade ring. Oh, it stink. Oh, I will remind me. Ask that question in the comments for me, and I'll put it in here for you. I'll make sure I put the right one in here for you. Thank you, TKC. I told everybody it's giving me a headache because they have these pearl details on the side, and it literally gives me a headache to wear them. But I love them so much, so I had to wear them still. What's Shawnee talking about? Where do you think they can take this show next season? It's starting to feel like they're beating a dead horse. I'm not sure there's much of a story left to tell in regards to sisters. Yeah, I don't really think there is honestly much either. I mean, in that interview that Cody did, he said that he was filming still, right? So they're filming season 19, unless they're gonna, I guess, show Cody trying to pursue another sister wife. Which, yeah, do y'all want to see that? Like, do you guys want to see Cody? Only reason why I want to see that is I want to see Robin go through what Meri, Christine, and Janelle went through, because she has not experienced that. I want her to know what it feels like to watch her husband fall in love with somebody else and then totally drop you like a bad habit. That's what I want to see. I don't think Janelle has ever actually been in love because of her, so I don't think she actually cares about Cody now that the kids are grown. I mean, that's how she's acting. She's definitely acting that way. Oh, here comes my girl Tina with a super chat. Pew, 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 pew. Thank you, Tina girl. Sad part with Mykelti and Tony is that they realize that they are doing all of the work to maintain a relationship with Cody and Robin. I feel like maybe that's. Do you think that's how they are acting in their like videos that they're doing the reactions to? Like, are you noticing that with them? Like, are they starting to kind of feel like we're kind of being taken advantage of? I'm wondering. I'm wondering about that. Thanks so much, Tina, for the super chat. Appreciate you. Robin would not welcome another wife. Listen, she won't. She'll be miserable, y'all. She'll be miserable. But who in this chat does not want to see her be miserable? Am I just selfish because I want to see it so bad? I want it, y'all. When I tell you the ratings, I hate to say it because this is so toxic. But the way these ratings would blow up, because they blew up when Christine left him, right? And they're kind of teetering off a tad bit because they're kind of getting whatever. If this man films himself, and I mean, I guess we're far long enough where I don't think he maybe fell in love, but like just to see Robin go through that, just to see him go on a date with somebody, is she going to let him have the same rules that she was allowed to have, where he gets to go and do like overnight out of town dates and leave his family behind? Because I don't see her doing that. I can't stand that Robin and Cody are only on the program to comment on other people's lives we never get to see. And you're right, Pika, we don't get to see because they're not doing anything. They're not. She has no job in life. She's doing nothing. She's like was fake doing Sister Wives Closet and couldn't even keep that up and had the girls doing it. According to Gwen, Cody wouldn't find another wife because Robin would take him. Baby, that legal marriage, like Janelle said, a legal marriage will make you make some quick adjustments. Now, won't it? It'll keep you in line. Tina says, I think Janelle. I still think she cares too. I just think she'll never admit it. She just will not admit it. She'll never admit it. Just Scrappy wants to see it too. Tina says, I don't know, but maybe Janelle is thinking she doesn't have a right to say anything about Robin and Cody. Basically, didn't she meet Cody while married to another man before Meri married Cody? I mean, I feel like the OG wives can say whatever they want to about Robin. You came in after me, boo-boo. And they all say the spiritual marriages hold more weight than the legal ones. So as far as I'm concerned, you're 4. You came after me. I'm so petty. I want to see her. I'm very petty. Like literally in my IG bio, it says petty mayonnaise. That I am very much that girl. I am petty enough. I'm trying to see it. I want to see it. I only watch if Robin no longer looks and acts like some model. she's a diesel model. He put all his pencils in that box. Oh God, girl. I just got sick. I'm sorry. Can you imagine? The child support. I mean, thank God he only has the 2 with her now. And Solomon's almost 12 or 13 or something. He's older now, so it'll only be for a few more years. A few more years. Yeah, she's not thin no more. She looks like a regular American woman. So think about, she's at the age now, basically, that the other women were when she came into the family. So imagine a 29-year-old, 30-year-old coming in now, how she would feel after she's had 5 kids. And her body is catching up with her because of age. And see how she'd handle it when he gets a new young thing. Arm candy, as they say. TK's like, I ain't trying to see it. I think Meri has got a PR person helping to change her public perception and the ramp up to her spilling all the tea and being the It could be shelved, to be honest. I would not be shocked at all about that. Because here's the deal. If she really plays her cards right, she could really spin this in her favor. Because, nobody was really caring about Christine. But how Christine was able to spin this and make it like, I'm a boss now, and got her whole glow up on. If somebody can get on Meri and those eyebrows and that hair and adjust that wardrobe, we could really see Meri have a glow up. And I'm here for it. I don't know how you have a gay bestie, though, and you have those eyebrows. Because no gay bestie of mine would let me walk out the house with those eyebrows that Meri has. No. There's no way. They would not let me do that to myself. Thanks. Tina, I love you back, girl. And with you 100% on the thing, I definitely want to see her miserable. Yeah. So I could definitely see Meri having to glow up. Yeah, you know what? Let's talk about that. Just scrapping. Miss Catherine. I mean, she's not broke. Meri's got money. She could definitely fix it. But I'm just like, somebody needs to come in from a PR firm and say, girl, let us help you. Help me help you. And let's glow you up. And also, let's do a tell-all. Let's talk about this Mykelti thing. Let's talk about Janelle and what actually happened with her and Cody. Because at the end of the day, Janelle and Christine and a bulk of their kids really aren't fooling with Meri. Only a few of them do. So why can't Meri really tell her truth? Like, to me, Meri's been a lot nicer than she's had to be through this. She really could have just laid it all out there, and she hasn't. She's kind of kept it to herself. Which one of the ex-wives will write a book first? Or man, I mean, Mykelti, and I don't care what she has to say, but I don't know, y'all. I think Christine probably, because Christine's kind of trying to build her own little what do they say, Roman Empire. So if I could bet on anybody doing their own tell-all book first, I feel like Christine probably already has one in the works. That's what it's feeling like. That tooth, y'all, I don't understand it. I don't understand that tooth. Because it's not that she's not an attractive woman. She just looks hard. She needs to like take that color down. Like there's just some things that she can do that could really give her a nice glow up. If Christine can glow up, so can if Janelle can glow up, why can't Meri glow up? Like Meri, I was better than Christine. You know what? They're definitely better than Robin's. I don't know. I don't know what happened to her. I don't know who did that to her or who told her that was okay. But those eyebrows are something else. I'm telling you, I think it's either Mykelti, or I'm thinking Christine. The attention seekers for sure are going to do it. That's what I'm thinking. All right, party people. It's been real. Thank you guys for joining me for my live. We had to talk about it. Because yeah, I'm tired of it. And I'm noticing, like I said, I'm noticing other reviewers are just as tired as I am. It's like when I did my, I put my review out Sunday night. So, Monday, once some other people started posting their reviews, I like to just kind of see what everyone's chatting about. And it was pretty consistent all around from everybody. Everybody's just like real tired of Mykelti and Tony. Everyone's very much over them. And yeah, we're ready to move on from that show. We're ready to move on. But yeah, definitely, you guys, thank you so much for joining. This will go live in a second. Again, if you're looking to be a moderator, make sure to put in the comments once this is posted and let me know that you guys want to be a moderator. I'd love to add a couple of you on. But yeah, I will see you guys later this week. Thanks for joining. I'll see you later. Bye.